Hello, you awesome people, and welcome to Chatting Comics, where we chat about comic books and everything comic book related. I'm Comic Rob, and this is the Comic Rob, and Happy New Year 2025. So, it's been a hell of a year, and I want to go through all the stories, the graphic novel stories I read last year, and just a bit of my opinion on them, because I got this omnibus for Christmas, and I can't wait to read this, and I thought I'd share some of the awesome stories that I read last year as well. So let's just get into it and stop me yabbering. So that is right, we are going to be looking through some of the stories that I read last year. More the graphic novels. I read a lot of stories, don't get me wrong, in comic form. It would take me forever and a day to talk about all of them. So we're just going to talk about the graphic novels I really went through. And in no particular order either. It's just what I kind of read, what I read more of, what did I read twice, or what I just enjoyed. We're going to talk about everything. Right, nothing me rambling. Let's get into it. We're going to start off with a nice classic of mine. Everyone knows I love it because I have a huge collection of it. I'm trying to get everything, including all the tie-ins. So this is Civil War. This is all of them, the 1 to 7, all in one lovely book. I love reading it like this because it means I don't destroy my originals in my boxes and stuff. They're not worth much to most people, but this was probably the first story that really threw me back into comic books, and the fact that there are some deaths and stuff like that is just an amazing story. I really enjoy it. That's my opinion. Don't shoot me, but hey. But if you're going to read this, for me, you've also got to read all the tie-ins. So I've got the New Avengers tie-in. I've also got the Punisher War Journals focus phone. So I've also got the War Journals Civil War as well, which is it's a very small book, you know. Even the hardcover New Avengers is still quite thin. They don't take that long to read. So Captain America as well of the Civil War. Again, these are all just little snippets into what else happened around the time, not just the main story. And the last one is the Fantastic Four. I am missing a lot of these graphic novels, but I don't really mind. It's if I see them, I pick them up rather than hunting for them. I hunt for the main stuff, not so much the graphic novels. So, I read those multiple times. This is the first time reading it, Wolverine Origins. It was the first time I ever read it this year, and it was pretty good. I kind of enjoyed it. You know, it was a different take on what I'd say. I didn't expect Wolverine to meet up with Captain America and all that, so it was something else. It was good, though. I did enjoy it. So here's another one. I'm going to sort of switch them around a bit. So here's one. Everyone knows I love Deceased. I have a huge collection of Deceased as well. And again, I love reading the graphic novel because, again, it means I don't trash it. I have read this as well as the Civil War multiple times this year. Why? Because I just really enjoy the stories. I love it. You find little bits and little quotes in these books, and they just make you laugh, and you just can't help but... for me, I can't help but burst out laughing when I read some of them. Because, again, if you're going to read this, for me, if you're going to read that, you read Dead Planet as well. I've read that multiple times this year as well. I loved Dead Planet as well because it's a perfect continuation on... You know, they don't sort of try and scrub out what happened in the first one. They literally just follow on. It's really cool. But, again, never read this one, which is Hope at World's End. This is a new one for me that I got this year. I literally got it in beginning of December I got this. So it was a new story for me. There is one more I need, sort of thing. I can't remember the name of it off the top of my head. But, again, I did quite enjoy this. It was the way you should read is technically like that. There's that one, and that one. Well, that kind of comes in the middle of this one. So you get like halfway through the book, then read that one, then go back to that one, then read that one. That's kind of how it's roughly meant to go. But yeah, again, I really enjoy. Like, even at separate stories, they are still really good. It's not confusing. That's what I'm trying to say. And again, no particular order. We are going for Volume 4 of The Flash Running Scared. And I mean, I had to pick it up because look at that front cover. It's just iconic, isn't it? And again, when it says, oh, is it the biggest storyline yet for the Scarlet Speedster? You can't help but sort of wonder what's going on. So again, really fun. Again, I have another. Most of these things I have a huge collection of, and Flash is definitely one of them. Because one sec, there we go. I might as well punch these out rather rapidly. Again, this is no particular order, guys. So I also read Volume 1 of the New 52 Flash moving forward. Again, I really like these. Again, the Flash is just, I just like the Flash. I really do. But I've also got Volume 2, Volume 2, Volume 3, and Volume 4. Again, I just really enjoy the Flash. That's my opinion. Shoot me. Another thing I have a huge collection on is the Darkness. I have a huge collection. This is Original Sin Darkness. This is from Volume 3. It's Top Cow. We gotta love Top Cow. Again, I love the Darkness. I do have a tattoo of the Darkness as well. But it's just the artwork in this is just phenomenal. I just love the grittiness of it. It's very 90s style of artwork. You know, lots of gore, lots of demons, and lots of physiques is probably the word. This physiques is the word. You know, everyone is always just well endowed in these books. So yes, love it. Bit of an odd one. We have Avengers Everything Dies. This was an odd one for me. I think I need to reread it. I don't think I fully understood it, but it's just a bit of an oddball. Yeah, maybe there's something else I need to read to kind of understand it. If there is, let me know. It just seems to be a bit of an oddball. Again, I think I picked this up when I was in up shopping or something, and I don't know. I was just confused by it, really. One I got told I had to read was Batman 3 Jokers. Now, this one, I don't know. It was good. It was good, but I don't think it was worth the hype, personally. That's my personal opinion. It's a shame. The concept, I like the concept. It was just kind of a bit of an abrupt ending, and nothing kind of. I found it a little bit unsatisfactory in the mouth. You know, I don't know. That's my opinion, anyway. Here we go with the classic Spider-Man Homecoming Volume 1. We've got to love it. Again, everyone knows I'm a Spidey fan. Another one I have a tattoo of. Well, the logo anyway. But yeah, I enjoyed it. Very simple, very small book. You find it, just pick it up. It's a Spider-Man book at the end of the day. It's not a lot else I can say. Here's a bit of a good one. Batman Damned. What can I say about Batman Damned? I mean, the art. Just look at that. Look at that artwork. The artwork alone is worth, but Dead Man. The artwork alone is worth you picking this up. You know, I mean, Zatanna. It's a beautiful looking. Oh man, I'm not gonna find that picture again, am I? Look at the detail in the artwork. Look at the landscape. It's very Batman. It's very brooding. It's very artistic. It's awesome. If you find it, pick it up, have a read of it. Tell me what you think. It's awesome. Sticking with the DCs, we go with the Savage Hawkman, which I am actually trying to get a full run. Let's try and focus in, camera. Camera's not focusing. There we go. So Savage Hawkman, I'm trying to get a complete run of the Savage Hawkman for the New 52. Why? Because I picked a lot of it up at the car boot when I was hunting a good few years back, and I have almost completed it by accident. So it's like, right, I just want to complete it now. I think I'm missing like 5 issues maybe. Again, not all of it's bagged and boarded, so you may not see it in me got issues, but keep an eye out. It's I thought it was alright. I thought I enjoyed it. I know some people didn't, but I did. And again, another odd one. We go. How do you say his bloody name? Daken? Daken the Dark Wolverine. There you go. We'll say that. Big break. It was What can I say about this? It was all right. It was all right. I went in very blind to Daken. I don't know a lot about him and stuff. I don't know 100% the back history and everything. So it was a bit of an oddball. But it wasn't bad. That's the thing that I was more shocked that it wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. You know, when you get clones of any of your favourite superhero stuff and stuff like that, again, this is technically a Wolverine clone, it's a dark Wolverine, even though Wolverine's quite dark anyway. You know, I don't know. I was pleasantly surprised. And we are back with another Flash. This is Flash, the return of Barry Allen, if my phone was willing to focus. The return of Barry Allen. I really enjoyed this. If you're a Flash fan, pick this up. If you're not a Flash fan, this may get really confusing. Okay, there's a lot of time travel, multiple Flash situation. It could get confusing for someone if you are not a Flash fan. I'm not saying don't pick it up. If you're curious, please pick it up. Honestly, the Flash is an awesome character. I believe so anyway. I implore anyone to get into the Flash. Please read it. This is an awesome one to go for, though. Another one that gets confusing is the DC 1 million. Talk about confusing. This storyline is a bit all over there for a basic read sort of thing. It goes a bit all over the place at times. It can be really confusing if you're not 100% sure on stuff. Again, even I got confused at times. I will say, I was like, hold on a minute, but this and this happened, that should have happened, but this didn't happen, but that did happen. I'm so confused. And yeah, honestly, but I never say to anyone, don't pick up something. Always pick up a book, read it, read a comic, do whatever you want. If you want to read this, read it. Honestly, I got confused, but if you understand it, please tell me what I didn't understand. Tell me the storyline, and I'll admit that I was wrong. You like the TV series? I've got Arrow Volume 1. This does follow some of the TV series. It follows it's like mini stories from the TV show. Whoops. It's like mini stories from the TV show, which is kind of cool. You know, you've got Oliver Queen, you've got Diggle, and all the characters you love, sort of thing. But obviously, this is like from season 1, sort of Arrow, so it's still very fitting. It all fits in nicely. It doesn't spoil anything. It just has its own thing. And here is a glossy cover that may not show up that well. It does a little bit, doesn't it? This is, let's see if I can get it in the shot. Generation Next, Volume 1, Ultimate Edition. I've never read any of this before, and I have to say, I was happy I did, because it was a different type of X-Men comic for me. You know, was it The Age of Apocalypse? Enter Now, The Age of Apocalypse. Yeah, it was a very different story from what I'm used to with X-Men, and I don't know, it was good. It was good. That's all I've got to say on it, really. Without, again, it's such a small book. It was good, though. I did enjoy it. And again, talking about Flash, how about some Superman and Flash? Well, this is a little old school, right? So if you only like the modern style writing and all that, you may not like this. I mean, like Superman and the Flash have a race, and even the Flash has something around his neck so he can travel in space while running and stuff. There's a couple stories in there. Who wins? That is the real question. We don't know. Let's find out. But yeah, really cool stories. It's that guy, I can never pronounce his bloody name, Miss that one. But yes, pick it up. You'll love it. Superman and Flash. What's not to love about it? We have gone through the collection Azrael Ash. Very small book. This is the thinnest, probably, graphic novel I own. But it's a very modern Azrael, which is cool. I like the artwork. Again, it's very colourful. I approve. I approve a lot. Azrael, you've got to love Azrael, though. You know, the gritty little bastard. And I'm sorry, there is a theme. We've got more Flash. we have more Flash, the Human Race. This is good. I enjoyed this one as well. Again, it can get a bit confusing if you're not 100% up with your old school storylines and stuff. I mean, like, some people don't understand that Superman. Some people don't understand why is he like that. You know, it's again, it all can be confusing. I mean, how can he sit on a planet? Let's be honest. So, again, I'm going to stop rambling. This is awesome. Just watch it. Just read it. You will love it. It does get a bit confusing, but stick with it. And my missus got me this one. This is Amazing Spider-Man Greatest Villain, and it is beautiful. I love it. I mean, look, it's got Daredevil in it straight away as I open it. It is a beautiful book. It is awesome. It's a great little read, you know. Lots of fun, loads of characters, Fantastic Four. Look, there's Aunt May getting married. Let's not spoil anything. But again, it's a real nice modern Spider-Man story. That's what I've got to say about this. And for those of you who like it, we have some Venom Island. I'm not so much of a fan. I don't know. For me, I couldn't enjoy it. I don't know why. I just didn't. It's I think maybe I'm missing some story because obviously we start off there.
You are dead!
So I feel like I'm missing a lot of the before story, and that's what I need. I need context. I need to know everything. But you like Venom. It's got Venom. It's got Carnage. I know someone who...
Then I shall sing a song. I'll be seeing you in apple blossom time.
Don't get me wrong, some of the artwork is amazing, but my dog's just come in to join me. And we're going into another favourite of mine. That's right, another big collection of mine. I love a Nightwing, and this is just Nightwing loveliness. You know, Nightwing loveliness. Look, original suit Nightwing, just lovely. We love it. You know, what's not to love? It's Nightwing. It's Nightwing when he first gets his costume. Oh, yeah, it just goes through all that goodness on why everything. You know, it's awesome. Pick it up, Nightwing. Here's an odd one that, again, I didn't actually buy for myself. Someone else bought it for me. I think my missus bought me this. The Curse of Man-Thing. I not read a lot of Man-Thing. I've read a lot of Swamp Thing, but not a lot of Man-Thing. And this was pretty good, I have to say. It was pretty good. I was genuinely shocked. Again, I don't know a lot about the Man-Thing. I don't read a lot of Man-Thing. I don't think I own a single Man-Thing comic. If there even is one. But yeah, it obviously does, because here it is. Pretty good though. Honestly. Like, give it a chance. Give everything a chance. I'm sorry, again, the theme's back. The Flash is back. Race against time. This one gets a bit all over the place for me. I like the Flash, but it's very much, I know a lot about the Flash, therefore I understand it. If you don't read a lot of the Flash, again, it gets a bit complicated. But again, I implore you, just pick up comic books and start reading them. There's nothing wrong with learning something new. And then we go into Captain America. That's right, we've got a Captain America. The reason I flick through these books is like because it's been a while since I read them. I'm just trying to remind myself, did I enjoy it? Did I not? And I do remember enjoying this. Some of the artwork is very gritty and very sort of artistic, and I like it. I do like it. You do get the classics sort of thing, but again, it's very much the silhouettes, the artistry. You've got to love it. Great comic. Give it a read if you can. Pretty good. And everyone's favourite, Merc with the Mouth, Deadpool versus the Old Man Logan. It's a bit of fun. You know. Is it the strongest story for me compared to some of the others? Maybe not, but it's a bit of fun. It's Wolverine, it's Deadpool. Enough said. And here's one that everyone told me to read. This is only volume 1. Hush. I got told Hush. Hush was the one. I don't know. Again, this is only volume 1, so volume 2 is still to read and stuff like that. But I feel, obviously I've played the video game, so I know what's going to happen. And it's very much of that whole, and I said this to Gravy Tom from Do Nerd, it's that classic Scooby-Doo trope of, we've got the main characters right here. Oh, look, they've introduced a brand new character we've never seen before. Oh, a bad guy's turned up. I wonder who it could be. It's that kind of trope of the whole Scooby-Doo trope. But, yeah, it's some of the artworks. Again, the artwork's pretty. I love artwork anyway. I love the artwork. I love the classic poses and stuff. Is it the strongest of stories? For me, it's not for me. It's not for me.
You what?
But that's not to say it is a bad story. It's just not my cup of tea. But we go back to The Darkness. Again, I love The Darkness because I've got the tattoos, because it's just that classic 90s gritty horror. Well-endowed people. Horror, gore, blood. I mean, there was creatures going up someone's nose there. Where is it? Ah, it's gone. There. Look, the creature's... Oh, look, he's sticking his fingers right up his nose and rips his head off. What's not to love? Bit of gore, bit of just death and destruction. When you read a lot of superhero comics, sometimes you just need death and destruction and the criminal underbelly and stuff. Or sometimes you just need some Morbius, the living vampire. Which, again, this one I actually did enjoy. I did enjoy this. This was pretty good. I think I own the first issue of this. I don't own a lot of Morbius. I've got a bit of old Morbius. The old, like a couple of the first issues of Morbius, not number 1, obviously. This is pretty good, though. I did enjoy it. I did enjoy this one. Let's go into some classic Avengers Defender Wars. And I mean classic, I mean very classic. It's very wordy. If you're looking for action, this may not be the one, because these are wordy as hell. You know? There is a lot of reading to these. Are they good, though? Yes, they are good. Is it classic? Yes, it is. Is it wordy? Yes, it is. But it's all part of the plot and everything like that. I did enjoy these. I know I'm a very picky person. I'm very particular about what I like. Again, when you're comparing like the classic wordiness to, say, Batman's Hush, I don't know. I'm a weirdo like this. I'm a weirdo, guys. Like this one. Wolverine, Coyote Crossing. It's okay. It's okay. Is it groundbreaking? For me, definitely not. It's okay, though. It's an alright read. Am I going to go out my way to read it again, like, say, some of the Civil War stuff and everything? No. If I maybe fancy a different read, I may read this at the end of this year, or again, or maybe even next year. Yeah, I mean, it's not one I'm aiming to read again straight away. But it's always nice to have a bit of fun when Deadpool kills the Marvel Universe. Again, not for kids. It says it right there, not for your kids. Because he literally kills everyone. And if you just want a bit of fun, you know, you're nothing serious. You just want someone to kill everyone. This is a great one. Great bit of fun. You know, doesn't mean anything. It's just fun. And then we go into some more Spider-Man stories. And again, if I remember rightly, it's alright. Is it the strongest stories? Is this the strongest stories in the world? Probably not. It's alright though. It's alright. It's Spider-Man at the end of the day. It's a Spider-Man story. Spider-Man goes in, kicks everyone's ass. It's pretty simple. Then we have Thor Disassembled. I had not read Thor Disassembled before. So it was my first time reading it this year. I read that at sort of like the beginning of the years, I think. It was more March, April time. And is it any good? I enjoyed it. I really did. It's definitely puts you more into the mind of Thor sort of thing rather than watching him just throw his hammer around. It's very much an in-depth look into him and his you know what I mean, in his mind sort of thing, his friendships and stuff, and how he feels about certain things and stuff. I can't say much without ruining it or just confusing myself and everyone around me. So give it a read, honestly, give it a read. If you want more fun, we've got Deadpool Kills Deadpool. What else can I say about it, really? It's Deadpool Kills Deadpool. If you saw the Deadpool movie, you know there's multiple Deadpools. This is the one for you. If you enjoyed where they were just kicking everyone's ass, multiple Deadpools at the end, this is the comic for you. Honestly, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. It's just chaos incarnate. You know, there are more Deadpools in here than anyone. Panda Pool, look at that. You know, Galactus Pool. There is more Deadpools in here than there were in the movie. Honestly, if you want a bit of fun, just read it. And here's another one that I don't know how I feel. It's a hardcover. It is the hardcover. I don't know how I feel about this one. This one I'm definitely going to have to reread again because it introduces this Batman. And when I say this Batman, because he's not like the normal Batman. Why is he not like the normal Batman? Well, you may have to read this yourself because I was going to tell you, I'm probably going to not sell it that greatly if I try and explain it. Because I feel like I need to reread this. Again, I read this. I can't remember what I read it this literally last year, but I can't remember when. But it's really good, but it's a bit confusing for me. I don't know why. I feel like some stuff went over my head. That's what I want to say. Some stuff went over my head. I need to reread this. This is probably one I'm going to reread this year, along with Civil War and Deceased. And another one I'm probably going to read is Old Man Logan. Wolverine, Old Man Logan. I really enjoyed this. I really did. I have a couple of Old Man Logan comics. They are volume 2 and 3, I believe. This is awesome, though. This is volume 1. Volume 1 of Old Man Logan. Honestly, it's bloody, it's gory. Look, there's multiple characters. Venom. It's post-apocalyptic. It's savage. I love it. I really want them to do this live action, but then I hope they don't because I feel like they won't do everything and do it justice. Obviously the Logan we got in Hugh Jackman's Logan is obviously not this story. It is not this story whatsoever. That was his own separate thing. This is something completely different. It's a lot more savage, I know that much. We are never going to see this on live screen. I doubt it. Very much doubt it. And then we got more Deadpool. Can you see a theme? I do read a lot of Marvel, but again, there's a lot of things people buy for me. And again, I like to think there's a pretty mix of DC, Top Cow, and Marvel. Probably more Marvel, but anyway, Deadpool. You gotta love Deadpool. I covered this. Look at that. Gotta love it. I think I covered this on a Christmas episode, saying you just want some blood and gore. I mean, come on, just bloody Deadpool. Just go for it. You know? No, it was a Halloween one. That was it. The Halloween one because it's all about dead presidents coming back to life and back as ghosts anyway, and trying to take down the government. So Deadpool with Ben Franklin try and stop the zombie presidents. Yeah, it's a bit of fun. Dead presidents. I should have seen that. It's a bit of fun. Again, not bad. It's a bit of fun. I will stop saying a bit of fun. Right. I don't know how we should finish these. Let's finish with this one because we're on a Marvel roll. Spider-Man, Deadpool. Again, I want to say a bit of fun. I really want to say a bit of fun. But yes, it is because you have the wittiness of Spider-Man and then you just have Deadpool being Deadpool. And Spider-Man just telling him to go away because Deadpool just wants to be his best friends. but he just thinks he's an idiot, which he kind of is. But that's Deadpool. It's a bromance. Honestly, I enjoyed it. That's me. And then to finish it off is not an oddball, but it's something different. We know I like Hellboy. I do like Hellboy. I really do. And this is Hellboy: Right Hand of Doom. Awesome. Again, I yeah, I love the artwork. The artwork is amazing. It is multiple stories in here. It's not just one. It is multiple. I did cover one in particular. Go check out my shorts if you want to hear this story. But yes, it's multiple stories. Really cool. Again, I just love the art style. It just speaks to me. That's me, personally. But this video's gone on long enough. I'm not going to ramble about Hellboy for that much longer. That's pretty much every graphic novel I read this year. Well, 2024 anyway. It's a new year. Let's read some more graphic novels. Let's go. And that's it, you wonderful people. What did you think of the stories I read last year? Which one is your favourite story? Because I have some favourites there. Obvious which ones are which. And some are not my favourites. I'm probably not going to go back to for a long time. But tell me, which story do you like? Which story do you always go back to and really enjoy? But enough from me, guys. Remember that you guys are awesome. And I will see you in another video. Oh, Happy New Year.